In this final module, we'll provide a very basic overview on how to be an advocate for your patients. For a more comprehensive, in-depth review of child advocacy and effective lobbying at the legislative level, we encourage you to visit the Advocacy section of the Pediatric Community Health Curriculum within Canvas. There, you will find excellent video modules and written information by Dr. Sharon Sundell from the Division of General Pediatrics at the University of Michigan and Chair of the Michigan AAP Advocacy and Government Affairs Committee, as well as Jen Martin, Director of Government Relations at the University of Michigan School of Public Health. Dr. Swindell will provide a thorough overview of child advocacy fundamentals with specific information regarding Michigan government basics and state-level advocacy. Jen Martin will provide detailed guidance on identifying an issue that matters to you and crafting your message in order to successfully impact policy through effective lobbying and advocacy, using tools like the invaluable one-pager. Though you may not already self-identify as a child advocate, the counseling that you routinely provide your patients, from injury prevention through discussions on firearm and helmet safety, to screening families for food insecurity and hunger, these conversations are all examples of you being a child advocate. You may not realize it, but you are working to protect and advocate for the well-being of children in your clinic and in your community. And you also have the power to take your passion for child health and make waves, big or small, at the state and national levels. So how do you even approach becoming a better advocate for your patients in clinic and for children in your community? Advocacy can often seem intimidating or labor-intensive, but the first step is to simply stay informed. Here are just a few of many ways to stay current on issues affecting child health. As a pediatrician, take advantage of the resources provided to you by organizations like the American Academy of Pediatrics. Use its policy statements and guidelines to better understand your role as a pediatrician and a child advocate as it relates to issues ranging from firearm safety, whose policy statement Dr. Patrick Carter reviewed briefly in his epidemiology lecture and can be seen below, to safe return to play after a concussion. As you can see here, the AAP policy website provides access to countless policy statements on a number of general pediatric and pediatric subspecialty topics, many of which can help you as a pediatrician with guidance on proper counseling and promotion of child health and safety in your clinic and in your community. Similarly, the AAP Advocacy website provides robust information on advocacy efforts at the community, state, and federal levels. Stay aware of what's happening locally in your community. Topics such as firearm safety and vaccination are frequently covered by our local news sources, such as Ann Arbor's MLive, and can clue you in as to what changes may be on the horizon for children in your community and state. If you are passionate about an issue such as firearm safety, for example, a number of national organizations have a voice in social media venues like Twitter. You can stay educated and up to date by following these groups. Your sources should not only be groups that share your personal or political views, but also those in opposition. This will allow you to fully understand and consider the scope and current climate of issues of interest to you. Second, let your voice be heard. Children are relying on you to speak up for them. Again, in your clinics, you do this routinely through proper counseling and provision of anticipatory guidance. Take advantage of opportunities to educate your community on child health and safety topics, whether it be at local health fairs or educating children and families at local schools. You can reach an even larger audience and let your voice be heard through written word. As a child health expert, your opinion as a pediatrician is valued. Take advantage of this. Draw from your experiences in clinic and share your opinions and anecdotes on hot-button child health issues through op-eds and letters to the editor. Tips on how to approach this can be found within the Advocacy section of the PCH curriculum within Canvas. In your career, you may encounter a situation where positive, long-term impact needs to happen on a larger scale through legislation at the state or national level. Seize the opportunity as a child health expert to have a voice in this game. Again, in Jen Martin's lecture, you will receive guidance on how to craft your message in order to successfully affect policy change. You will learn how to create a one-pager that can speak volumes. And remember, your passionate colleagues in your community, state, and across the country may already be fighting for the same goals. Collaborate. Use resources already available to you. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. In addition to the resources mentioned, the AAP offers excellent state infographics, seen here. These can be very effective communication tools. Use these to your advantage. Once again, if you have not already done so, we strongly encourage you to follow this basic overview of advocacy in action with the videos by Dr. Sharon Swindell and Jen Martin. These will provide an even more in-depth guide to advocacy. We wish you the best in your future advocacy endeavors.